Welcome everyone to Everydayman.net, everyday conversation for the everyday man. I'm your host, Cordero Hicks, and I'm solo today. No Jay, no Kenneth, just me. I'm all you got. Deal with it. I'm the host. I'm not going nowhere. But just because Jay and Kenneth not here, if you had any questions for them or me, don't mean you just because they're not here, don't mean you can't get in contact with them. You know how you do that? You can email us with any questions or anything, any advice, anything you want to say to either one of us at the everydaymanpod@gmail.com. You can also go to our website, theeverydayman.net, where you can find all of our content, all of our podcasts, and movie reviews. Video coming soon. You can also find us on SoundCloud at Everydayman Podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, and guess what? We're also on YouTube now. So go to YouTube, type in the Everyday Man Podcast, subscribe. More content is coming soon. And that came from actually a coworker that, said that he don't listen to podcasts, he don't have SoundCloud, things like that. He always on YouTube. But guess what? If you're on YouTube, most people don't even watch the videos anyway. I'm guilty of that. But I listen. So if you don't want to listen to those other platforms, you can go to YouTube and you can find us, all our content on there. And I want to say happy 4th of July to everyone. Hope you enjoy your 4th of July weekend. Hope you had a good time with your family, ate a lot of good food, enjoyed yourself. Because it's hot down here in the South. Everybody's outside barbecuing. It feels good outside. And I'm in here recording. Because I got to give the people what they want. And have to put out some content for you, for the people, to keep this channel going, for all the supporters and everybody who listen to us. Actually, I want to give a big thanks to all of our listeners. I really, really appreciate it because in the last 2 months, I think our listeners had actually doubled, to be honest with you. And it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. We put in a lot of work, and it's good to see that it's starting to pay off. And I want to piggyback. And the reason I'm here, you wonder why I'm here and I'm solo. Usually I'm not by myself. I think I did maybe 1 or 2 episodes by myself. That really didn't get that many listens, but it's fine. I know it's fine. I know a lot of people listen for Jay and Kenneth and, the combination of us being together. But today is not a typical episode. Today I actually want to speak on independence, piggybacking off the 4th of July, baby. I want to talk about independence. Actually, financial independence is actually what I want to speak on. Real quick, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Financial independence, I know it's a goal of everyone. We go to work, we come home, if you have a wife, you have children or husband. I don't forget the ladies. Or whoever you're married to, you come home, you from work, you give your time to them. But that's fine, that's fine. And I know a lot of people I work with at the past jobs, people I talk to on the street, people I meet everywhere, they always talking about being financial independent. I think that's a goal that we all striving for, right? But you got a lot of people don't have the time to actually, to go after what they want to do. And if you have a good job, you're not happy at your job and you want to leave your job, but you don't want to give up because the money is good, but you're not happy. What do? Let's say what you do. You can use the money that you made from that job and you actually can start building towards something that you really want to do. And I'm speaking from experience. I know my job, and a lot of people who want my job or have a job that I do, or get paid or make what I make, they will be fine with that. And that's fine. That's fine. I get paid pretty decent. It's to each their own. But a lot of people don't want to wake up, go to work every day, come home, repeat all over again. I understand that. I know I've been wanting to start this podcast for a long time, and I'm talking years, but some things cost money. A lot of things you need to buy and things you have to understand and learn on your own to actually get something off the ground and running. But I finally made it happen, and I'm pretty proud of myself. No, I'm not big. I'm not successful yet. I'm not this big star, but people do listen, and I appreciate that. And for everyone who do listen to the show, I really do appreciate it. You see, me, I'm 29. I'll be 30 really soon, and a lot of people don't know what they want to do until they're around this age, which is true. I mean, because you think about it for a second, you actually have kids coming out of high school to actually make a decision. You want them to make decisions that what they're going to do for the rest of their lives, which is and was kind of crazy when you actually think about it. You want an 8-year-old to make a life changing decision what you want to go to college for. And that's why you have so many people keep going back to college. It's not because they just go on just to waste time. Some do. Maybe some people like learning, but a lot of people don't even know what they want to do. Maybe you go to college for 4 years and then you decide that's not what I want to do. I know people with degrees that don't use. How many people with degrees that you know don't even use them, right? Because they're not happy. And a lot of things, what you want to do, you want to be independent. You want the freedom. You actually want the financial part of it too. But you really want to be free. You want to be stress free, much as possible, much as you can control it, right? Uh, I mean, because the main thing that you want to look for when you're looking for something is that you want to find something that you enjoy. And this is something that I enjoy. I enjoy talking. I enjoy because I know I have a lot of conversations, and a lot of people that have conversations with actually listen to the show, so they can know what I'm talking about. They actually, I give advice. I don't get paid for it, but it's just people that I know, people that I talk to, and I always joke around. Say I'm gonna make a book one day. One day I'm gonna write a book and I'm gonna start charging people for it. Jokingly. I'm not gonna charge anybody for anything they want to, get any advice from me. I don't know why they like talking to me. I don't know. But I'm glad they do. And another thing is when you want to find something, and this is something that I've learned over the years, take your time. Don't rush it. Because what happens is a lot of people get into things and you automatically think that you're going to generate money, and you also think that you become instantly famous, and that's unrealistic. That's not how life works. So what you want, that's why you have to find something that you enjoy, something that you really want to do. If you want to experiment, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. This is an experiment for me. Podcasting. My goal is actually to podcast, hopefully start an online radio station, which I probably could do now. But what I want to do, you will at some areas you have to work on. You have to hone your craft, and you actually have to get better, get people to listen, and a lot of things that I'm learning along the way. It's kind of like, all right, I didn't know it would be this, and some things I find out was kind of like aggravating, but you deal with it because I like to do it, and then hopefully it'll pay off in the long run to be financially independent, where I won't have to work every day, where I won't have to be on anybody's schedule but my own. That's the end game, right? Is it not? I mean, for everybody who's working, and if you love your job, that's fine. If you already doing what you love for a living, that's fine. Matter of fact, if you love what you're doing and you're not making the most money, but if you're making enough, if you're making enough money, that's fine. Because me personally, I would take less money to be stress free. A lot of people don't agree with that, and that's fine. It's not for everybody. It just isn't. But I know for me, not a whole lot less money now, because I know you still got to live. But I will actually take less money at what I'm actually making right now to spend more time with my family, to actually spend more time with my daughter, spend more time with my wife, uh, do more things with them instead of come home, work, eat, sleep, repeat. Come home, work, sleep, eat, repeat. And then if you have a job where you actually work the weekend, then you do the same thing on the weekend. And actually, you spend more time. Let's face it, we all spend more time at work than we do with our families. We actually know our coworkers. We know sometimes we get caught up in their lives more than we do what's going on with our spouse or children, because it's easy when you spend a lot of time with at working all the time and doing the same thing over and over and over again. So that's why we all want to be some kind of financially uh, stable and want that financial independence, because it lets you be flexible. I know I watch a lot of videos and I read a lot, and I've been reading things for a long time now, because when you know what you want, you can go for it. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if you have somebody who don't support you, which actually makes it harder unless you ice cold, right? And if you ice cold and you really don't need anybody to support you, maybe not financially, but maybe you need somebody to support you mentally, right? Or just be somebody you can talk to about what's going on. And a lot of times, to be honest, family don't support, because nobody likes to think outside of the box. Nobody likes to think beyond going to work and coming home. I mean, think about it for a second. The most successful people don't have regular jobs. They don't. These people take risks. These people take chances all the time. And this is something that we all should strive for. I've been actually looking into like buying stocks. I don't know a damn thing about stocks, but I've been looking into it. I don't know everybody I know. I'm pretty sure most people I know haven't bought stocks before. I know one person who probably actually looked into it, but I don't even think they've actually bought any stocks before. So I've been looking into that, because you want, even though everything's a gamble, even the job you at now, don't think for a second that your job could last forever. Because I worked at a job where it shut down, had to move. Now you got to find somewhere else to go. Now you still got bills, don't stop once you lose your job, right? So that's why, even if you can find like a little small side thing that you can sell on the side, because think about it for a second, it's always somebody looking for something to buy, especially if you can get it for them cheaper than what they actually selling it in the stores or online, and you give somebody a good deal, or you have good connects and you get people to keep coming back. Come on, y'all know how this works. You know where I'm going with this. And even if something, I see like a lot of women sell they makeup on the side. My wife just went to something where one of her friends is selling makeup, and that's what she do on the side. She's looking for her financial stability, and there's nothing wrong with that. Doing something outside of your job. I mean, just don't be content with going to work, coming home. If you could find anything, and I mean anything, and no, everybody can't be millionaires. Everybody can't be billionaires. Everybody can be thousandaires. Everybody can be financially stable. And I'm not talking about making, let's say if you make less than $50,000 a year. If you can make anything between that $50,000 to $100,000 range, that's financial stability to me. Especially if you don't have to go in someone's job, someone's office, someone's plant, someone's whatever, work on anybody's trucks or any cars. But if you love what you do already, that's fine. This is not for you. I'm not talking to you. But I'm so glad that you're listening. See, me, I'm trying to be financially stable. And if you find where you are, you find what you're doing in your life, that's fine. Everybody doesn't have a hustler's mentality. And when people think of the word hustler, you think it's street. Absolutely not true. Hustler just means that you're willing to to go get something. You're willing to try. You're willing to give it a chance. And that's what we want. So for this 4th of July, for this Independence Day, think about your independence. This was just me thinking in my head about being financial independent on this Independence Day. Because that's what we all striving for, right? With that being said, you can find us at the everydayman.net if you want to follow our website and you want to find out our audio. If you want to email us with any questions, man, you can actually find us at everydaymanpod@gmail.com. We're there. Any questions, any comments, please send us an email. Please check out our audio on SoundCloud, where everything is at here at SoundCloud. Look for the Everydayman podcast. Subscribe, iTunes, rate, comment, and subscribe. Leave us a message. Give us some stars, what you think we deserve. And we love some truthful feedback. That's the only way you're going to make the podcast better. If the listeners tell us what they want, and we'll try our best to make that happen. And just like one of our listeners told me, hey, man, y'all not on YouTube. Guess what? Guess what we are now? On YouTube. Because this person said that they don't have SoundCloud. They don't have iTunes. So guess what? They don't even watch the videos on YouTube. A lot of times they find themselves listening. So guess what we did? Started uploading our content to YouTube. So yes, we do listen. And I really do appreciate it. And we almost had 900 listens on SoundCloud, which is really, really great. I think in the last 2 months, our listens had actually doubled. And when I see that you got people from other countries, I'm thinking the other day, I believe, I seen that somebody from Tokyo had listened to like 24 episodes. That's awesome. Like, somebody from Tokyo, here's your voice. I'm here, I'm just a small guy from South Carolina. And then got somebody all the way in Tokyo listening to my voice. Don't know what they're thinking. Had it been something good, they listened to 24 episodes. But whoever that is, I really appreciate it. So, with that being said, I'm out. And like I said, this is the Everyday Man podcast, the everyday conversation for Everyday Man. And I'm out. Peace.